Hey guys, it's Gaijin Hunter. I don't often do videos showing off the DLC stuff, but this one is just too cool not to show off. This is the special Rockman, or as we call it in the West, Mega Man, collaboration gear for the Nyanta in Monster Hunter Cross. So as you can tell, it looks absolutely adorable on the cats, but wait till you see what they did when it came to implementation of sound effects and other stuff that happens during battle. It's pretty special. So one of the cool effects that they did was at the final move of your combos you change color. So here's the first one, which is cool, and then you'll just fade right back in. And here's the second one. If you're a Mega Man nut like me, come on, that sound, that charging. Here's what happens when you do a large boomerang. You turn into a gray version and you get a special sound effect on your boomerang. And here's what happens when you go into a Pierce boomerang. Now today also marks the day that the Rockman or Mega Man Classics Collection finally gets released on the 3DS here in Japan. I know it's been out in the West already, but it just came out here, so Capcom is going over the top with this collaboration stuff. That's so great, instead of an acorn. Okay, so that's fine and dandy, but you're probably wondering, okay, well, what do I have to do in order to make it? So let's go check it out. The quest for it is actually really quite simple. It's just a ferocious Royal Ludroth. Now this is not a good quest to show off what ferocious monsters are because, come on, it's a Royal Ludroth, right? Think of ferocious as sort of like the new frenzy system. Almost all the monsters have a ferocious version, and at the start of the hunt they have 2 or 3 body parts that are glowing with that red and black color. Every now and then they will do an attack and you'll see a sort of like a crackle of lightning, and that's when they're tapping into that ferocious power, and that part of the body will do a much more powerful attack than it normally does. Now with stuff like Silver Rathalos, that's a one-hit shot. Like, he hits you, I don't care if you have like 680 defense, you're gonna get killed. Ludroth, come on, it's no big deal. So while the body parts sort of have a higher risk to be near them because they might just go into a really big attack, they do telegraph them one really nice system, which is if you hit the body part that is currently ferocious or infected or whatever you want to call it, your Hunter Arts or your Nyanta gauges will charge up faster. This means that you can spam arts left and right, so it's high risk, high return. It's a lot of fun. Oh, the Ludroth turned left right before I hit the flashbang, but if you notice they even added in a special color for that move as well. I'm going to include a link down in the description below for this video for the official trailer, but there's actually even more that I'm showing off here. Like there's the Woodman one and other stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Now one thing that is kind of a shame, and I'll explain this when I do a proper video on Ferocious, is that there really isn't a story or anything behind it. They're just badass monsters. There's no real explanation about it, that at least as far as I saw in the game. Okay, so after a few minutes the Ludroth should die here. There we go. Easy peasy. And you'll generally get 1 or 2 of the special items you need in order to make it. I went ahead and did the hunt twice and saw if there was any other effects that I can get. Here is the insect flinch juice. And here's a ground stomp. Again, there's a bunch of other ones. It's really cool. So if you want to make the armor, it's actually really straightforward. Just go to your Palico Armory, and it's down here near the bottom. And if you notice, it doesn't take any monster parts. It only takes that special item that you get from the quest, so all you need to do is have 3 of them and you can make the entire full set. Unfortunately, it's worth sacrificing the hit and defense to use it because it's not that big. Now, I don't use it because it's not that strong, but they do have a special collaboration item called the Rush Hammer. If you notice, it looks just like Rush the dog. Unfortunately, I didn't notice any special effects or anything new for the hammer, so to say. Just the normal stuff. And the boomerangs are just your normal blue boomerangs if you're the Mega Man. Anyways, if you have Monster Hunter Cross, go ahead and check out this DLC content. And if you haven't played as a Nyanta before, this is a great time to start. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, happy hunting.